Righty then. Um, it's a bit late. Yes, I know. Um, and I am back for. Actually, I'm back on F1 streams just for today, and then obviously you'll hear from me tomorrow on GT. Um, so, welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix, which actually happened today. If you didn't know, then you know Sergio Perez won the in real life race. Let's see who can win the Tier 2 Singapore Grand Prix. 29 laps of the Marina Bay circuit, which we will be racing around, and it will be it will be a tight field. I feel like it's going to be quite tight with Tier 2. Unfortunately, Tier 5, which I race in, didn't have any comms, but that is okay. It was quite of a hectic race from there to there to there to there, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And I think it's going to be it's going to be Roller Ruler who will start us off. And at the same time, I'm back on Tier 2. That's another thing I did mention. I'm back on Tier 2 from a long while. Urbanator's been doing a fantastic job on the Tier 2 comms. Hello, Saeed. Welcome. And actually, I'm going to quickly take a quick sip of water just before I start doing anything. Well, never mind. It will not be Roller Ruler who will give us the starting point. It's going to be Jamie instead, set in the fastest sector of the session. Just for now, as we are only 4 minutes in to the session. Not much to be talking about in the qualifying, but in the race it's going to be quite interesting through the final chicane and into the last corner, and Jamie will give us a time of a 1:38.2. Not the fastest lap, but Robin, as we said, not the fastest lap from Jamie, but even from Jackalacco, not the fastest lap, but Robin at the moment with a 1:37.6, leading the qualifying at the moment. Evan Sung, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name, 1:38.1. I think he could improve on that as well. Let me have a look quickly. Hold on just 1 second. As we spectate Robin at the moment through the bridge, he just went and down into the second DRS straight as we speak. Oh, never mind. Robin somehow didn't break his front wing, surprisingly. And one of the Red Bulls just went past. And one of the Alfa Romeos, I'm pretty sure that was Pyro, who just went past us. Or no, it wasn't. It was Jackalacco. Pyro is yet to set a lap. One of the McLarens giving us a yellow flag down the second DRS straight. Jackalacko just finished his lap. Who's he going into the pit lane? Pyro rounded off the final chicane and down, slinging his Alfa Romeo down the last turn, last bend, and he can only put it 8th fastest, not the fast. I know Pyro can go even quicker, that is for sure. King David in second at the moment. One of the, I'm pretty sure it was Pepito spinning on the last bend as well. Sai, or actually no, Pepito just, well, he basically just reset the track. Ella at the moment going purple in the first sector. And down into turn 5. Heading down the straight into the Singapore Sling at the moment. And down the Anderson Bridge into a very tight hairpin, down into second gear, especially in these dry conditions, and down the second DRS straight as we speak, rounding off the second sector, which he makes it purple. Down into turn 14 now, and now turn 15 and 16, another chicane which he has to go through, and into turn 18 and 19, another chicane. 2 more chicanes left. He hits the barriers on the exit of turn 20, but that is okay. Turn 22, 21, and down into turn 22, 23, and he's going to put that McLaren on provisional pole of a 1:37.0. Quickest lap by far, by 6 tenths, ahead of Robin, who's on an outlap. Speaking of Robin, and I'm pretty sure Jackalacko, never mind, it's Pyro on a fast lap, but he has abandoned it for some reason. That's okay though. 5/6 tenths. Great lap. It was a brilliant lap. Brilliant lap. I'm pretty sure it's Pepito. Nope. Into the pit lane he goes. Shadows on a lap as we speak. Rounds off the final chicane, hitting the curbs along the way into turn 22, but he aborts it like Max Verstappen did yesterday. Oh, there we go. Actually, Robin on a fast lap now as we speak, but that's not going to be a good lap. So he's going to go again. The AlphaTauri man heading down the pitch straight. Of course, the classic 96. We're going to say instead of 69. That's why I said 96. Dead joke, but you get the point. Roller ruler. Turn 3, heading into turn 4. But he aborts his lap and lets one of the Williams past. I'm pretty sure it is Jamie, but he spins on the exit of turn 4. That's going to cause yellow flags. Same as the McLaren. Yellow flags there at the end of the third sector. As we see here, Jamie setting yellow flags along the main straight of the first DRS straight, and I'm pretty sure Smatters as well is on a lap as he just heads. I'm pretty sure as he's going to restart his lap, looks like, and I'm pretty sure Jack as well, he's going to go on a brand new lap instead. Yellow flags in sector 2, down in the hairpin, which most of the drivers are now heading down the Singapore Sling, one of the Haas cars of, I'm pretty sure, Caesar it is. And we just saw there Jackalacko set in the second sector purple, but he invalidates on the first chicane. Not what you want, especially when you set a purple sector, and he hits the wall. He hits the wall on the entry of the second chicane. And not only has he invalidated his lap, he now has to pit again for a brand new front wing. Not what you want from a defending champion of Tier 2 last season, but we'll see as Jamie also aborts his lap. I'm pretty sure King David is now on a fast lap as we speak, and there he goes on a fast lap into fourth, second turn, third turn, down into second, upshift, 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 I'm pretty sure, up into sixth, goes down into fourth gear, opens the DRS flap as we speak, and down the main straight into turn 6 now as we speak, and Smatta's now on provisional pole with literally 8 thousandths of a second, and down the straight he goes into the Singapore Sling right now, and into the little cheeky hairpin in third gear down the Anderson Bridge, and downshift to second, which leads the way to the second DRS straight, which he opens that flap, no surprise there, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be purple. No, it's not. Into turn 14 we go. Doesn't invalidate, but will he invalidate in turn 16? No, he will not. He's going to keep it on track, down into up into third, fourth, sixth, and once again downshifts to second, up to third. Will not risk fourth there, and final 21 down into turn 22 and 23, and he's going to put his Alpine in fifth, 2/10 quicker than his actual lap. He set the previous lap, but unfortunately it's not going to be good enough this time for provisional pole, as we don't have much time left, I don't think, in this race, this qualifying session anymore. And if you guys are only just tuning in, welcome to the stream. It's X-Rise once again on Tier 2 comms. Last time out I was on Spain in comms, at 16 viewers. Most of them are probably the drivers listening to the terrible commentary, and I'm pretty sure we have a slow McLaren down the second straight into the Singapore Sling. King David just went through, and Caesar as well, who also is on a quick lap, just went through the Anderson Bridge and into the hairpin, upshifting and into the second DRS zone. I'm pretty sure Fontenau is also on a lap, who's in 11th as we speak. Not going to set a purple sector, but he is going to get a good exit on the exit of turn 14 into turn 16 and turn 17. He doesn't bin it at the moment, so, but never mind, he does. And slow McLaren, Font will not like that, that's for sure, as the McLaren got in his way, as we just saw, but that's okay, I guess. 2 minutes left of, well, 2 minutes 30 seconds left of qualifying, so the drivers are now on their way for the last time out this session, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Shadows who's going to cross the line in last at the moment, only 1/10 behind Sai, so there could still be an improvement from Shadow. His race pace is much better than over a one lap, but eventually we will see the true Shadow, I'm pretty sure. as I'm pretty sure that's Jamie warming up his tyres. And it was, as McLaren has stopped on track. And into the memorial corner we go with Jamie. Turn 5. Never mind. I thought someone was on their outlap, but looks like it wasn't. Yellow flags across the circuit as most of the drivers are now on their final laps. Jack just in time making it for his final lap as Shadow retires on track, looks like. And off he goes. Jack on his final flying lap of this qualifying session, and I'm pretty sure we have a spinning Williams. I'm pretty sure it's Jamie who has a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Robin, which he will not like that, as he's going to be at the back of the grid. And at the same time, who is stuck there? It's Sai who's stuck on the exit of turn 21, as he's given way to all the drivers. And right, let's see here. So Jack will be the last man. This is the last couple of laps, and Font will not have enough time to set a lap, unfortunately. But most of the drivers will, as Jack into turn 14 with his Aston Martin on a flying lap. Turn 15 into turn 16. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate this. No, he doesn't. Into turn 17 we go. And turn 18 and 19. It hits a little bit of the curb there on the entry of turn 19 into turn 20 and 21. I'm pretty sure. And down the last straight. But he aborts it. He aborts the lap. Sung now into the last couple of turns. And he's going to put it on provisional pole of a 1:36.9. That was a brilliant lap. Smarters now doesn't improve, but at the same time he is on a negative, on a 1-2 tenths nearly. Can he make something of this as he's trying to go for pole position? And it is going to be provisional pole just in time. Ella now on his flying lap, but he invalidated, which is quite unfortunate. Caesar on his also invalidates. Jackalacco will not improve. One of the Williams cars, never mind, one of the Sai also down. King David will abort his lap, which will leave Pyro unfortunately breaking out his front wing somewhere along the lap. And well, he really can't do much. But other than that, it will be Smatters who will be on pole position for the Singapore Grand Prix, with Sung filling out the front row, Ella and Jack on the second row, King David, as he just been put into the pit box right now, and Robin 5 and 6, Caesar, Jackalacco 7, 8, Jamie, Pyro 9, 10, Roller Fontanao 11, 12, with Pepito and Sai 13, 14, Shadow in 15th, Easy Level Bot in 16th, and Oswaldo in 17th, with Jamie having a 5-place grid penalty for causing a collision with Robin, so he's going to be down the order. I'm pretty sure he's going to be around 14th. So Pyro will be 9th, Roller 10th, Font 11th, Pepito 12th, and Sai is going to be 13th, while Jamie is going to be down in 14th. Wow. What's going on? Nothing. Nothing's going on. A very interesting end to the qualifying session, and oh god, not a migrating host now. Oh, Font's left the session, brilliant. Hopefully he can join back, as he has a race to finish. Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of the stream, as we are now getting to the dessert, or the main course of the meal, the race, and that was just a starter for us on the qualifying, and now it's the main course of the meal, the race. I just joined and already like it. So yeah, that's what's happening. It will be a 29 or 31 lap race around the Marina Bay circuit. Unfortunately, it's not 61, but it is what it is. And 10 seconds left until we will start the race / formation lap. And then, yeah, here we are. Down on the grid with the drivers. And there it is. Let's have a look at the tyres that the drivers have gone with. So, King David on the only soft runner at the moment. Loads of hard tyre, compound tyres of Smatter's young. Right. Sorry. Controller died. Allow me. Controller died. Right. Anyway, as I was saying, loads of hard compound tyre runners, like Robin, Caesar, Smatters, Young, Roller Ruler, Font, Pepito, easy level with Oswaldo on the hard compound tyre, and 6 medium runners with 1 soft medium runner. And well, let's see what will happen from this on as the drivers only on the formation lap, and won't be long until it's going to be 5 red lights as the drivers head into turn 16 for the formation lap. Drivers warming up their tyres as quickly as possible, and at the same time, let me quickly read you who is leading the everything as the drivers line up for the grid. Hopefully my laptop can be quick enough. Please. Please. Right, there we go. Please. Come on. No, it's not quick enough. Well, brilliant. Too slow, laptop. Too slow. Pyro disqualified. Right, let's have a look. So, for the everything that is going on, King David leading, and actually I will cover that in a minute as we head to the 5 red lights of the Singapore Grand Prix, the Marina Bay circuit, in tier 2, and it's 5 red lights and away we go. Slow starts for most of the drivers, but King David with a brilliant start, same as Jack, as we headed to turn where King David made contact with quite a bit of drivers. Jack took full advantage up into P1. King David P2. Young in P3 as Robin up into P4. But he spins. Loads of spinners. And what is going on at this point? Well, all I can say as we head into the memorial corner, Jack leading the race, King David P2, Young P3, Pyro P4, Caesar in P5, Jack Laco P6, Pepito P7, McLaren's P8 and P9, and as we head to the Singapore Sling right now with these drivers, this is your order at the moment. As Pepito just went quite wide, I thought, into the Sling, but never mind. As we head towards the Anderson Bridge and into the hairpin, I've just thought that Ella was going to make a move around the outside of Pepito, but no, it doesn't matter, as King David and Jack all over the circuit as we speak, all alone. 2 seconds already with a gap, as Jack and David continue racing. Well, that's what they're all doing, but they're the league of their own in Singapore, the Marina Bay circuit, and at the moment I don't seem to see no moves happening, but we shall see what's going to happen down the main straight as we look on with most of the drivers. Ella around the outside of Pepito, I'm thinking, but it doesn't matter from that. He aborts the move, pushing Pepito and making contact so that Pepito spins. That's going to be a report, I'm pretty sure, from his point of view. But other than that, Ella, Shadow, Jamie, Roller Ruler, and everybody else making up positions except for Smatters, as he's quite low. What a crazy start this has been to the race. There are Dutch drivers in this league, to answer your question. Right, let's have a look further up the grid. Wow, what a crazy start to the Singapore Grand Prix, and everybody just, you can tell who's been practicing and who hasn't, especially on this track. Jack, King David in the league of their own, already 3 seconds up the road from P3, as Pyro trying to chase down after Young. As we head into turn 16 with Young and Pyro, as we see here. Into the second chicane in a row. And now the last. And there's the predicted pit stop strategy for you lot at home, powered by AWS, as you know, just to put it out there. DRS has now been enabled for this lap, so Pyro will get the benefit of DRS, same as King David, as we will actually have a look here. Is he going to be able to use it this lap? He is going to be able to use it this lap, and it's going to be Jack who's going to be on the defending side of things as King David approaches really rapidly, and it's not going to be good enough as we have a look with King David setting the first purple sector. No surprise, as he is on a softer compound tyre than Jack as we speak already. As we head into the Singapore Sling, and everybody trying to close up to each other, as Shadow trying to hold off from Jamie as we head into the first hairpin down the Anderson Bridge and into another heavy braking hairpin. Right now, as Jack Alaco looks at the back of Caesar's Haas heading into turn 14. And not much is going to happen from this, as you can't really overtake around that part of the track, especially not around here, as Jack Alaco did hit a little bit of the curb on the exit of turn 20. Or 19, I think it is, or somewhere along those lines. and we start lap 4 as Ella now sets the fastest lap in the McLaren. We have another spinner of Smatters, which I won't bother at the moment. And King David on the attack again, but we shall see what's going to happen around here. King David can't keep up with Jack so far, but can Pyro or any other driver make a move into the Memorial Corner? Not really. As we try to have a look, and it looks like the Ferraris still has the Monza livery from a couple of weeks back. Oswaldo picking up some good positions as well, already putting his Ferrari up into P11, and that's just from the start as we head into the heavy braking zone of the hairpin into turn 13, and now down the second DRS straight, and no moves are going to happen just yet as I've tried to keep up with most of the pack, as we might actually have a look at Pepito and Font, as Font still hasn't returned to the race and Smatters has retired on track. I don't know if that's going to cause a safety car or not. King David losing out on quite a fair bit. And let's have a look at the tyre again. Jack on a set of medium compound tyres with Jack on a pair of softs, so those soft tyres are going to wear out really quickly, especially around this track. The driver that is Dutch that is Dutch, yeah, I'm supporting. I will tell you now, actually, if anyone in here is Dutch. Oswaldo and Robin are both Dutch. Yeah, they're Dutch, yeah, so you can be supporting them if you want. Yeah, so King David losing out on quite a fair bit to Jack, who is leading the race at the moment, but that could all change. And let's have a look around here as Sai on Oswaldo, trying to pressure him down into the Singapore Sling, but he can't really keep up with Oswaldo's pace, especially around the Singapore circuit. And is this going to be the move? He tried to have a look around the outside of Oswaldo into the hairpin, but he doesn't. As he opens the DRS flap, Oswaldo absolutely defenseless, tries to look around the Oswaldo, but is it going to be good enough? No, it's not. Oswaldo lives another day, and looks like Roller Ruler around the outside. I just captured it just in time. Around the outside of Shadow, as Shadow still in the points, just holding on by a thread. And King David into the pits, 5 laps only. Right, so Jack built himself a nice little lead, 6-second lead, as everybody else will try to keep up, as Shadow pits as well. Why is he pit? Alright, never mind. I don't think there's going to be moves happening there, but maybe between Sai and Oswaldo, as we drive on board with Sai and still cannot keep up with Oswaldo's pace into turn 4 as he clips the wall on the exit of turn 7. And Oswaldo looking to power away from Sai, but Pyro now is absolutely defenseless as he has to try and keep up with Sung, sorry, as he's out of the DRS zone, and that is the only thing that could actually help him, especially against Caesar, who's been having a pretty good season, and he's in 5th, so he has to try and stay within that DRS zone, or he will be overtaken, Pyro. Which Robin has actually overtook him, and Sai into the escape route, as looks like he took the well, looks like he locked up or something going into turn 19. No, turn 17, sorry, that's what it was. Turn 17, yeah. Caesar still can't find that overtake. He still cannot find it at all, as Jackalacco closes in on him, and it's going to be a move run on the inside of turn 7, and he just keeps it ahead. Caesar just in time, in the literally in the nick of time, and that was just as looks like Pyro was for a second ghosted there, but never mind, as looks like Ella is trying to attack Jackalacco. And is anything going to happen from this as he goes on the inside of Jackalacco? And doesn't happen at the moment, as Pepito just made a move on Robin going into the hairpin, I think, or something. And I'm just going to stay on these for a little while, as this seems to be quite exciting at the moment. But let's go and have a look at these lot, as it's turn 17. Oswaldo taking a very narrow line, and still side by side going into turn 18 and 19, as Oswaldo have spun. Robin made contact, and Robin took full advantage of that, and up into P12. That was not a voice crack, by the way, and well, that's been exciting, as Robin pits for a brand new front wing, and Caesar finally on the attack on the inside of the Memorial Corner, and up into into the podium spot, into P3, as Pyro lacking on grip slowly, as Caesar's on that hard compound tyre. Jack absolutely ripping the race apart. Down into the Anderson corner we see as Jackalacco tries to make a move on his teammates. No team orders in place, by the way. That's from my inspection anyway, as Shadow picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Pyro trying to hold off for his absolute dear life on those medium compound tyres, and I think this will lead the way for a pit stop for Pyro, as he just let his teammate pass so that he can hold up Ella, who's been absolutely on a tear since the start of this race even. And he's trying to look for a move on Pyro, as he just cannot find the path and just the pace to overtake Pyro, as he's pushing Pyro through the corners, especially turn 21, turn 22, and now 23, rounding off lap 8, starting lap 9. And Pyro will just have the little benefit of the DRS. Pyro seemed to be struggling on those medium compound tyres, unlike his teammate, who is ahead of him, and I think it's going to be an easy move for Ella, but Pyro out of ERS, as Ella with DRS, ERS both enabled, and into the Memorial Corner Ella goes, and easy move does it. We're on the inside of Pyro. Pyro can't find the answer at all, or his tyres seem to be overheating or something, especially around Singapore. Not what you want. Not what you want. As Jamie as well, we can see him in the distance there as he heads into the Singapore Sling, and it's not going to be long until Jamie catches up to Pyro, as he's closing up on Pyro by about a 10th each time. And there he goes again, another 10th gained on Pyro. Jamie has. And this fight has pretty much gone out of hand, but Font and Oswaldo into the Anderson Bridge. They both go into the heavy braking zone, and Oswaldo through the ghosted car. I'm pretty sure as Oswaldo does get DRS, and it will be a nice, and I thought it would be a nice easy overtake, but it won't be, as Oswaldo basically takes his normal racing line and through the ghosted Fontenau he goes up into P12, as Sai looks to be on the back of the ghosted Font, as I should call it. And let's have a look here, as Jack has picked up a 3-second time penalty, as Ella looks to look at the back of Jack Colaco's car round the outside of the Memorial corner, and it's not meant to be, but into turn 7 maybe, as we see here. And I'm just gonna keep my eye on those guys at the moment, as Pyro tries to stay about 1 second ahead of Jamie. Ella doing an absolutely fantastic job, as Robin now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. Ella on the medium compound tyre, same as Jack, has little saved the car just in time, and Pyro taking full benefit as Shadows spun on the exit of turn 4, only causing yellow flags, so not too much drama. Would have been a different story if he crashed on the exit of turn 4. But other than that, it's Caesar who at the moment holds P3. Jack Colaco trying to chase down after Sung, but I don't think that will be the case. Jack absolutely ripping the race apart on those medium compound tyres, as Sung is still six seconds behind. So Jack doing a real good job, trying his absolute hardest to stay ahead on those medium compound tyres, as Ella has the DRS open, and he looks, but Jack just cut off. Jack Colaco just cut the passing lane closed. I don't know where I'm going with this, but Shadow again spinning on the entry of turn 18. As we have a... Hold on! Is that Sai? It is Sai who just... Well, on the exit of turn 4, again. Pit stops will be coming out soon, that's all I know as well. Let's have a look quickly at this battle. Let's carry on with this. Jack Colaco and Ella still fighting it out, only within 0.5 of a second. Jack Colaco doing an absolutely brilliant job, as Ella struggling on those medium compound tyres. Jack Colaco just holding on, and at the same time Jack Colaco is fighting for another title once again, as he has a 16-point gap to close to King David, who at the moment sitting pointless so far, as Jack Colaco will be earning 12 points. So if this stays like this, he will close the gap massively, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be an overtake. It will be nice and easy for Jamie down the main straight, as this is the only form of entertainment I actually have at the moment. This is the only battle I can actually provide these two. So I'm going to quickly take another sip of water. as I return for more commentary really quickly. And I tried to be as quick as possible. And looks like Jack's pitted, so he's put the first, well, I should say the first man to pit from those medium compound tyres, and let's see which strategy will be better. Is it actually? It's a double stack. Hold on, but they absolutely got it. Absolutely spot on. They got it absolutely spot on, so no time is lost. But that's the reason why Pyra was so slow, was because he had a damaged front wing somewhere, which we probably didn't see happen. But to me, the front wing looked fine. But alright, now he's got a, well, never mind. Well, how is our front wing still intact? Oh, I don't know. But now, there's absolutely nothing to commentate on. Because everyone is, well, within 2 seconds of each other. So, right now, a safety car would absolutely bless me. Pretty much. Unfortunately, well, it is what it is, but yeah. Sad times. Right, hold on. Jack as well pitted for a fresh hard compound tyre, and Sung has now taken the lead of the race. Right, what's going on here? Ah, there we go. Right, right, there's some fighting going on now. So, Jack, 6th place he came out in, and Easy Level Bot has been really quiet this race, and he's basically done. Like, he's just been so silent, and surprisingly, he's up into the top 5. How have I not mentioned him? Well, there he is. Yellow flags, and a full course safety car has come out. What happened there? Why has a full course safety car come out? Nothing happened. Huh? Huh? I'm just confused, like, well, that's a free pit stop for everybody. Sai's retired in the pit lane, so it must have been Sai who spun out on the exit of turn 17. No, 16, sorry. 17. Going into turn 18, and I think where Pepito is now, that's where he spun out. Just trying to think. Which caused the full course safety car. And Jack is going to take, I think, the lead of the race once again. Or maybe not. He's going to come out in second. Or is it going to happen? It's not going to happen. It's going to be Jack who will stay second. But I just want to know why the full course safety cars come out. But alright, nevertheless, it made the race a little more interesting. As now, everyone's going to be bunched up. And I'm going to have a good time commentating once again. And I think... Oh, looks like Pyro has had a mare. Oh my god, yes! And everyone is going to be in the positions! Yes! I'm actually so happy. Yes! Right. This is going to be entertaining. Right, here we go. Right, so this is going to make things even more interesting. Sai spun, yes. He spun out on the exit of turn 17, probably hitting the wall. And debris coming out on track, which probably caused the safety car. So that's the reason, my thinking of, well, that's what I think happened. So, as I'm quickly going to take a toilet break just before the race restarts. Right, here we go. I thought the F1 race was fun, but this is on another level of fun higher. Yeah. If you do want to join and start racing along like these guys, join the Discord server, which is in the description of the channel name and everything like that. We do, well, ACC won't be a thing soon, but Gran Turismo and F122, the leagues, well, the leagues are in ALR. So if you do want to hop along and drive along with these guys and be featured on the ALR channel, and hopefully you'll end up in, well, you'll end up in a tier low enough as we do offer 5 tiers of pace. So yeah, so hopefully you do hop along and race along like these guys are, and yeah, be prepared for a good time, pretty much. But please don't get on the bad side of the admins, as they like to have, well, they like to be actually, I wouldn't even say anything, I just joined. So yeah, if you're quick enough, and obviously join along. So So yeah. Right. And I will really quickly take another drink break, and I will be as quick as possible actually before the restart happens. Righty then. Here we are, safety car in this lap, and we're gonna have a restart by the Red Bull driver of Sung. Can he do anything at this point? And it's going to go, and it's going to be Jack who reacts fast as well. All of the drivers react quite quickly as they all bunch up. And is there going to be any carnage going into turn one, as every single driver is going to be in for a shot as Pepito goes on the inside of Pyro, and there's already yellow flags, and it's going to be Sung who probably made contact with Jack, and that forced him into a spinner. But this is what I mean, anything can change with a safety car. Roller! Oh my god, that's gonna be another full course safety car, I think, as that was a massive crash. And that, I think, is gonna be reported or something along those lines as we head into the Singapore Sling with these drivers as they all bunch up. Fontenau somehow in a point, as is AI. Ruler left the session. No surprise after a crash like that, down the main DRS straight. Ella into the podium position. Jackalacco in 4th position. And wow, that was a massive crash that happened. Surprise, surprise, no safety car. And Jack doesn't have as big of a lead as he did from the start, as King David already up into P8. Jamie as well doing a good job for Williams in P5, as Matters did retire from the race, as I will really... Actually, no I can't. I should have done it earlier, but never mind. As we head into turn 4 with these drivers, and who's going to come out on top? No DRS just yet, as we see Pepito there overtaking King David, as King David on the inside, going into the Memorial Corner. They made contact on the rear right and front right tyre, and not much is going to happen as King David sets the first purple sector purple, and down into turn 8, turn 9 now, going into the Singapore Sling. And there it is, into a cheeky hairpin, which I hate that hairpin, it's just in the middle of nowhere. Down the Anderson Bridge we go, and into the heavy braking zone of the hairpin. King David looking on everywhere to make that move happen for himself, as he tries everything, holding on for his ERS as well, so that he can get that DRS, as Pepito does not get a good exit, and it's going to be the inside line, but he just closes the door on King David. Pepito does, as we head into the second chicane, and here we are. once again, and Pepito trying to hold off King David, as at the moment he's doing Jack an absolute massive favour for Jack if Jack can hold on to this lead against Caesar, who has been on form. But Jack, I think he has been fighting for the Drivers' Championship at the moment. I don't personally know, but Jack at the moment leading the race with Caesar just in behind as he opens the DRS flap, which is a no-brainer. Doesn't use ERS, surprise surprise, but will anything happen with King David and Pepito, which I don't think it will, but he is holding off King David really well. Pepito is doing a good job for Jack, his teammate, so that King David doesn't get ahead of anyone else. Pepito defending for his absolute life, but we shall see what happens later on, as Ella made a massive mistake, I think, or just can't keep up with the rest, as Easy Level Bot tries around the outside and Jamie holds P5 just in time, as that closes the door on Pepito and King David. They close up, pushing Easy Level Bot through turn 14 as King David looking on the inside of turn 16, now turn 17, and it's going to happen. King David overtook Pepito into the first chicane of turn 15 and 16, and he's not looking back now. He's looking at the back of Easy Level Bot, who personally I think King David will overtake quite quickly, in my opinion, but you never know. Easy Level Bot could prove me wrong. They all have DRS, so it's a massive DRS train, as Jamie leads that DRS train for now, and he's trying to keep up with Jack Alaka, who isn't slow, that's for sure, and he still doesn't have anything, as Sung spun again, and it went from bad to worse in the matter of a safety car restart, which is really unfortunate, as he was in the lead after Jack pit, and that lead has gone, well, to 14th. So from the front to the back in a matter of seconds, as he retires in the pits. No surprise, no brainer. And Easy Level Bot just holding on as King David closes the gap even quicker, and Easy Level Bot is closing the gap to Jamie, but they all are separated by only 0.4 of a second at the yeah, I'm not surprised, lad, honestly. I'm really not surprised. It must be painful from the front of the pack to the back of the pack in a matter of 2 laps. Jack with another 2-second time penalty, so he's going to be very far back. And as we have a look at the leader, so Jack is going to be in P4 as Pepito suffers a 3-second time penalty as well. What's going on? What's actually going on? Jamie still ahead of that DRS train, a 5-man train, from 4th to 9th, from 2 points to 12 points, and that could make all the difference, as Easy Level Bot on the back of Jamie, and into the memorial corner we go. Easy Level makes it easy for himself into turn 6, turn 6, I think, turn 6, and he's up into P5 as Jamie unfortunately into P6, and now he's got a raging King David right behind him into the cheeky hairpin, and down the Addison Bridge we go once again for the 22nd time this race. Caesar has finally took the lead from Jack, which has been long coming, and King David on the inside of turn 14 somehow made the move on Jamie, which even shocked me. Well, I'm not going to be the commentator for next week, but I just need a quick replay on that, on what actually happened between King David and Jamie. Just nice easy move on the inside of turn 14, somewhere where I would not make an overtake, as Jack retires! Jack retired in the pit lane! Boomer, I don't know, 5 DNFs. Jack just retired from out of nowhere, which even shocked me. I'm speechless. Jack up into P3, Caesar leading the way, and from a 5-man, 5-car train, make that 6. Make that a 6-car train from all the way 3rd to 8th, and soon it's going to be the whole grid except for Caesar and Ella, who are basically in the league of their own since the restart. And Shadow will not be left for long. Ella performing, yes, I know. It's mad. Oh yeah, F1, Max Verstappen, Boomer, the man who is talking right now, he's Dutch as well, so so you two will get along perfectly, pretty much. If you're an alcoholic, he's an alcoholic, then you'll be best friends. That's all I'm saying. He's basically one of the admins, if you didn't know. So yeah. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time if you two both love alcohol, pretty much. Just had to put it out there, Boomer, sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. So yeah. Don't out me like that, my alcoholism is a secret. Is it though? Is it though? That's the thing, is it? Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure everyone in the server knows. Everyone in the server knows that you're an alcoholic. So there's no secrets. Well, speaking about the DRS train, there's now 2 separate DRS trains, as Shadow looks to try and make a move on Robin going into the hairpin. Doesn't seem to happen for Shadow, but he does have that DRS to close up on him in P10, so he's still in the points. Not a good race for Pyro though, as he's sitting P12. Font, for some reason, he's gone into AI and still hasn't returned. But okay. As we'll just see these 3 drivers at the moment. Ella with a 3-second time. Right, okay, everything is now to play for. Ella with a... well, he has a 3-second time penalty, but that won't really affect things. Standing wise, anyway, as well, Ella will still be in second no matter what if he keeps a 3-second lead, but easy level is now getting attacked by Jackalacko. Jackalacko makes it easy on easy. Does that even make any bloody sense? As King David now tries to look on the, well, he tried to make a move going into turn 7 on easy, but didn't seem to be the way. Jackalacko defending for his absolute life out there on track, as we see here, but that's just giving time to Ella instead of progressing and trying to get up into a higher podium position. But easy with DRS closing the gap just a little bit though. Not too much. Surprisingly, no rain. That's what really surprised me. With 6 laps left to go, well, make that 5. This has to be the most quickest Singapore Grand Prix. Well, going as easy level. DRS open, Jackalacko on the inside line, trying to hold it as easy on the outside. Jackalacko on the inside, going into turn 1, and Jackalacko holding on to that P3 as easy level, not making it so easy as King David tries to look on the inside now. In the dying stages of the race, as King David tries to look for a move on easy, and there it is. He spotted the time. 3. Oh, I thought that was going to be 3 wide then. King David up into P4. I literally thought that was going to be 3 abreast going into turn 5 into the memorial corner, but just didn't have something. Someone make it interesting. Yeah, pretty much. Someone pull out the safety car. Please. Well, make that a 5-man DRS train, because everyone's just been overtaking each other, back and forth, back and forth. Ella closing the gap to Caesar, as we see here, as well on the interval timings, as Caesar seems to be struggling on those medium compound tyres after they were since the restart. Shadow on a set of soft tyres, looking for the fastest lap, I think. Jackalacko in P3, holding off King David, and the story hasn't really been, well, there has been, I don't know where I'm going with this. King David going very wide there, misjudged his braking point. As maybe this might be the lap where King David finally overtakes Jackalacko, as he is within 0.5 of a second, using both ERS, DRS, but it's not going to be good enough, as easy level seems to be off the pace now, and Jamie's starting to close up, same as Pepito. Oswaldo making headlines as well in P8, starting from 17th, so a good drive from Oswaldo as always. Pyro with a 3-second time penalty as well. Someone just bring up the safety car, I beg, honestly. Ella quickly closing that gap from 2 seconds to nearly 1 second, almost having that DRS, but it's just not meant to be. Going into turn 4, King David will now have another shot, but he is just too far away to try and create something. Jamie in P6, looking at the back of that Haas. Shadow with the fastest lap so far of a 140, what was it? 140.3, by far the fastest lap of the race. And just depressing that not much is really happening. But other than that, King David just closed up the gap by nearly 0.4 of a second to Jackalaco. As they head through turn 16 and now 17, going down the straight into turn 18 and 19 for another chicane, down another straight for 20 and 21, the final chicane, which will round off the lap 28, I think. And this might be the deciding factor. Ella on, well, at the moment, within a second of Caesar, finally with the DRS, and closing, and only good enough for 0.7. Sector 1, it's Robin who has spun out. Safety car cannot come out anymore, so this is the best we'll get, but everything will still be to play for, as King David trying everything to get past Jackalaco, and Ella fighting for the lead of the race. Ella with the DRS, and he's close enough. Well, it looked close, and only within 0.4 now of a second. We'll come back to that, as this is the second DRS straight for these lot. King David easy level in. King David just cannot hold on. I don't know what that was, but other than that, Ella, there he is. Rounds the two bends which make up the lap, and there it is on the inside of Caesar, which makes him up into the lead of the race. And Caesar, after leading since the restart, Caesar was caught napping and didn't even bother defending the inside line. Caesar now with the DRS, and can this make it something? Please let something happen from this, but it just won't. Ella will run away now with the 3-second time penalty as well, so don't forget about that, as King David finally might be close enough for P3. Will he make the move? He tries around the outside, but he won't. Jackalaco made a massive mistake going on the inside, putting his car perfectly in the middle, and he still holds P3. After all that, he will still hold P3, position his car absolutely brilliantly in the centre of the track to not let King David up on the inside or the outside to make that move. Down the Anderson Bridge we go once again, and Ella in the free chicanes, that's where he can make up the time on Caesar, as Caesar has a nice 14-second gap, so he will comfortably be in P2, and both Haas cars in the double digits, and that will be absolutely brilliant as Ella now starts lap 31. And will there be drama towards the end of this race? Ella has 1.8 seconds to gain a gap on Caesar with the 3-second time penalty that he has. Can he actually put it off? However, we all know how quick Caesar is, so we'll keep an eye out on that interval. But let's just stay on this fight at the moment, as King David trying to fight for a podium at the moment against his championship rival. Jackalaco does not want King David to get ahead, otherwise that will extend the gap, and he doesn't, as they are championship rivals this season. Jackalaco holding on for his absolute dear life on those hard tyres, comparing them to King David's 16 lap old mediums. Ella still with a 1.3 seconds to gain on Caesar, but I don't think that's going to happen as King David narrowly escaping the wall as we head into the Anderson Bridge and into the hip in the last lap of the race as well, I forgot to mention. And I think that's it. I don't think King David will be able to overtake Jackalacco, especially in these dying stages. Ella tried absolutely everything, but unfortunately it's not good enough. He will cross the line in first, but it's Caesar who will win the Singapore Grand Prix. Jackalacco will this is a win for Jackalacco, that's for sure. Holding off King David, gaining more points on King David as well, only by 3 points. But other than that, it still closes the gap in the championship. King David P4, brilliant work from the Haas crew. That's about 35 points, which they have gained this race. So Haas, well done to Haas for a brilliant result. Oswaldo in 6th place, Pepito in 7th, Jamie in 8th, after a solid race for him, to be fair, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. Font in 9th, Shadow in P10, who claims the fastest lap, P9 sorry, Shadow, who claims the fastest lap as well for McLaren. Fontenau in P10, securing the final point of the race. Pyro 11th and Robin in P12. What an ending! What an ending we just had. It was a good race, I have to be honest. Brilliant race, brilliant race. Congratulations to Caesar for winning the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm not surprised Ella is angry and he's left the session straight away. Jackalacco rounding off the podium, as I said. Brilliant race from him, getting ahead of King David as well by 3 points, so that will reduce the gap to, I think, 13 points. So yeah, 13 points. The gap is now with Easy Level in 5th, and I said the order. The DNFs, Smarters, Sai, Roller Ruler after a massive crash down the straight. Sung and Jack, who was leading the race, and he basically was like, nah, budness, I'm gone. Robin in P12, Pyro out of the points as well, so that won't help Alfa Romeo at all. And congratulations to Shadow for claiming the fastest lap as well, as I have to wait another 30 seconds, unfortunately, but yeah. Right, Boomer, if you are still in here, which I don't think you are, but I'll DM you anyway. Actually, never mind. But yeah, good race. Good race from the whole Tier 2 guys. Shout out to all the drivers that participated in this race. They weren't the best comms. I tried to give good comms, but it just wasn't meant to be. I was really rusty, so. But yeah, other than that, well, Terminator will take on next week as normal. Sorry for a little delayed start, but yeah, hopefully I will see you guys soon. I will be on comms tomorrow, actually, for the Gran Turismo coverage of, I think it's Mount Panorama in Australia. So for round 6 of season 6 for Gran Turismo 7. And obviously, if you haven't already, join the server. It's in the description of the channel. And if you haven't already checked out, well, you know, if you haven't subscribed, come on, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel, right? And like and everything like that. Yeah, pretty much. That's all I have to say, pretty much. So yeah, right. I will see you guys hopefully soon. And yeah, peace.